You are.
Ready.
Okay, all set. Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order tonight. This is the Pownal Select Board. This is a special meeting. Tonight is Wednesday, January 30th. The agenda is as follows. Number 1, vote to move undesignated general and road funds to designated general and road funds. Vote to approve general fund and road funds fiscal year 19 budgets as presented. Approve the town warning. Award lawn mowing bids. Approve snow removal quote to town office and church. Appointment to Economic Development Committee. And the Main Street Bridge project. Take a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Mr. Chairman, I request you make a motion, someone make a motion to apply prior year undesignated general surplus funds in the amount of $189,796.07 toward the FY 1920 general expenses.
Okay. Could you break that into the two? Could we do the,
To both of them?
yes, separately?
Undesignated road surplus funds
Yep.
apply to $51,470.37 into the general, into the funds respectively,
Okay.
general and
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
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 These are supposed to be separate motions.
Okay. So why
That's
don't we
what they
do,
meant.
why don't we do, the general
the
first and then
general,
do the
yeah.
road?
All right, so say it again, what is it?
189.
180,796.07.
Motion to approve the 189.
I'll second. So the general fund?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? So carried.
And the second is road surplus, which is $51,470.37.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 So carried.
Mr. Chairman, before we actually get into the budget, just a housekeeping item. The treasurer wanted to show that she did some line item transfers to clean up the line items per the audit, taking $200 from postal, or beg your pardon, selectman postage, and moving it to the 3700 or 3710 account. It's just to inform you of the no need to vote.
Okay,
Just some housekeeping.
very good.
Okay.
Next topic would be the vote to approve the general fund and road funds for fiscal year 19 as presented.
I did have a couple of questions about that.
I do too.
And that is, I assume we had some emails about the buses, and I don't think we landed anywhere on Cat TV, right? Or we didn't just,
Right. I think we already, you have designated in here the 13,000 that Cindy talked about.
Correct, the
last
line
week.
items are created and the money is in.
I wanted to talk about the buses too, because the information that I gathered from you, Michael, is on the insurance and transferring them over. And I don't think that we have enough information. I think we still need more information. I don't want to rush this through our budget this term. I would like to rescind my motion for the town to take the buses and send it to a vote of the town. I'd like to put it as a ballot article on the ballot and ask the town if they want to take the buses, yes or no. During the time between now and town meeting, we should be able to get more information, let the townspeople know what it's gonna cost, so they can make an informed decision and let them decide on it. The school board doesn't have to decide, we don't have to decide. The townspeople should be able to decide.
should we, and should we just talk a little bit about, for the benefit of the audience, of
Feel
what
free.
precipitated it?
Well,
Right,
let's have
so
a second and then discussion.
Oh, I'm
Right.
sorry.
Sure.
Sorry, didn't mean to run your meeting.
I'll
Sure,
second
gotcha.
the
Okay,
rescinding.
discussion?
Okay.
Okay, and I think a couple of comments might help about what brought this up, right? The cost was more than we thought it was when we initially talked about it, and what's driving the cost.
What drives the cost is that we're sole provider. We're not under the umbrella of the insurance for the school district. So we're standalone. They had great difficulty getting a quote. They got a quote from Progressive. He just called me literally on the way here. He emailed it to me, so I haven't even seen it yet. But it's higher. And what I wanted to point out, regrettably, is how adamant Vermont Leagues of Cities and Towns recommended we do not do this based on all the liabilities. They figured that if any one of the possibilities of liability, of us getting sued, if those buses could bump up against our $10 million limit easily. So they don't want to, but I think that's kind of a sign. If our insurance carrier says that this
And
is
I know
too
we
much
have
of
a
a
good record
liability.
and we haven't had accidents before, but we have to protect ourselves and we have to protect the townspeople.
And I have a duty to tell you that. I'd be happy to have, it's not my decision, but I'm not personally against the buses. I just have to give you what I see.
I don't think any of us are personally against it. We're trying to do
No,
what's
I
right
think
for the
we-
town.
We actually, I think we all
I
wanted
don't want
to
to
do
speak
it.
for everybody on this board, but
Right.
I want to see the kids have the buses and everything else, but it's gotta meet our,
Do we?
we have to do it legally and we have to do it what's best interest for
For
everybody.
everybody.
Right, so do we, and I guess that gives us a day or two. We still have to vote on this budget and approve it within a couple of days.
Yes, we do.
Pretty
Right,
soon,
so-
yes.
What is it, February 2nd?
February 3rd, I need to post it. But if we're only pulling out the bus portion of it, it's not as complicated as, because it wasn't put into the general. We just have to run a couple of things by the treasurer.
Okay, and then
Because we included the 13,000 in the road fund.
right, so
Right.
we're gonna need to meet again before the 3rd, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And then in that same vein, we probably need to reach an agreement, because there was still an outstanding item on the general fund. I don't know if we're past the buses, time to talk more about the general fund.
That's fine.
Okay, oh, no, I'm sorry, we're still on the
still on the
second
buses.
one. We're still on the buses.
Yeah, but we have a,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead, Chairman, we have a motion and a second, and
Yep.
we're still in
And
discussion
we
on
have
the
to call
buses.
the vote.
Yeah, so do we want to put it out for vote, I think is the motion, right?
No,
No,
it's to
she wants to
rescind.
rescind her
I'm
motion.
rescinding
Okay.
my motion.
Okay.
Rescind and to
And then
place
I
it
can
on
make a
it
second
by-
motion.
Or do you want to, oh, I included it, but
Well,
it's
include it
fine.
in
Whatever works better, the second motion or whatever works.
Okay.
We put it on the ballot. Does the town of Pownal want to take over the school buses, yes or no?
Okay. So, I guess still under the discussion, I think, so how do we educate people on the fact that our insurance company is recommending that it's not advisable to do it? How do we, I think it's it's our obligation to educate people on when they make a decision.
My
So I think
thoughts
the
are, we
school-
got the Bennington banner here, should be something in the paper.
Okay.
And also, this is televised.
Right, it's
Okay.
televised and we can
we
talk
don't
about
have
it.
we didn't have the proper information, that's why we're backing up.
Mm-hmm.
And we did get some information from Michael with the Vermont League City and Towns recommended we don't do this. So it wasn't a great thing that that we move forward. So I think that's what we're in limbo till we get a
Sure.
little more
And
information.
especially where we still don't have the numbers for,
Yeah,
Right.
like I said, I just got them, haven't even looked
Right.
at them yet. So.
No, I feel bad, but I think we really have to have an informed decision before we move.
okay. Any more discussion? So I'll call a vote. All those in favor of rescinding the motion,
Aye.
signify by saying aye. Aye. So,
Aye, I'm sorry.
so carried.
Then the other half, where did we land on Cat TV? We put that in the
Yeah,
budget.
we put an additional 1,000, so it's 4,000 total. We make sure that we cover the additional meetings you referred to.
Okay. And then the final item I wanted to bring up on the general fund is it's still a sticking point to me on the two elected positions. We have a town clerk and we have the treasurer, and we're treating them differently on the health insurance. And I don't care which way we go, but I think we need to be consistent.
Could I speak on that?
Sure.
Linda gave me a copy of our town personnel policy that you guys put in place as of, you adopted this November 2018. And it's for the purposes of this policy, a full-time employee is an employee who works at least 36 hours per week on a regular and continuing basis. The policy of the town is to provide consideration for all employees and applicants without race to color, sex, origin. And then, under insurance, your policy states, under medical insurance, full-time hourly employees are eligible to participate in a comprehensive health insurance plans offered by the town after 90 days. Others, elected officials, part-time employees, may obtain coverage by self-paying for the town health insurance plan. Elected staff persons, elected prior to March 1st, 2018, that work an approved schedule of 28 hours or more per week currently have the option to participate in the health plans offered by the town. Elected officials will lose eligibility for the town insurance when they lose an election. Current elected officials will not be eligible for town insurance. They will be responsible for their own insurance.
Well, that pretty much nails it.
Yep.
So,
It's in our
all
policy.
right.
It's in your policy.
But then we are treating them differently still.
Well, because the other one is in writing, and it was before March of 2018.
But if I may, Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
when in talking to Julie, she was employed here prior to being here elected. If you want to consider that a caveat, that she was actually here, but in a different position, was she not?
Yes, she was
Yeah.
assistant.
She was assistant and not elected.
Okay.
But this is our policy that you guys signed off on. Okay,
It does seem a little odd that we treat them differently.
I agree, but we understand why, because that was grandfathered in.
All right.
And it says here if it was in writing before, then that's why.
All right. I
Anyone
think we
else?
move on.
That's it. Any other discussion?
We can't approve the town warning, can we? Linda?
No.
No, we can't approve the town. Okay. Then if I may move on to the next is bid for lawn and snow removal from J Landscaping. There we go. So we have $2,000 for snow removal and $29.45 as the budget for lawn mowing. Add the $2,000 to that, and that would be the total. And he is the sole bidder, J Landscaping.
Do we know who he is?
Yeah,
he's
Jeremiah.
Not
It's
oh, it is Jeremiah?
Yeah, he came and got the
He
paperwork.
came out of
and-
retirement?
Yep. So
So this is lawn mowing?
lawn mowing and snow removal here, so staff doesn't have to shovel the snow anymore.
I'm sorry, would you repeat his?
2,000, about 2,000 for snow removal, 2,945 for, no, 29,045.
That's for all the mowing,
Is,
both places.
Correct.
and Michael, is that a big increase?
No, not at all.
And he's the only bidder?
Only bidder.
Okay.
And that keeps us within our budget? We
Oh, yes.
budgeted enough?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
And as far as the snow removal goes, that's going to be every day? I mean, how is that?
He said averaging 30 to 35 times a year. Last year we had 35 events, and he says that he will be here to clean in the morning and before meetings.
And he's worked with us for the last 3-4 years, right?
Yeah, he's a
Or
good
more,
kid.
maybe?
Yeah.
He's a good
Did he
young
have-
man.
He
had
does
any
some snow
complaints?
removal down in Williamstown and down that way, so he's driving by and he's living in Bennington, so he's going by anyway.
So that just means the walk, or are they plowing too, or just shoveling?
Yeah, shoveling. Well, whatever they don't plow, we typically have to shovel this out
Okay,
when we come in the morning.
It's
okay,
the walkway and the church walkway.
okay.
Yeah.
That's good news.
Yep.
Yeah. So do we need a motion?
Yes, please.
I'll make a motion to accept his bid.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 I have a request to appoint Miss Marlena Pellin. She has applied to be on the Economic Development Committee, and she writes a letter. She's willing to express interest in participating on the Economic Development Committee.
Did you skip one, Michael? The lawn mowing and the snow removal?
That's
That's both Jeremiah?
That's what I
Okay,
just
both.
said.
Yeah.
All right.
But she's got strategic planning and project management experience that will dovetail nicely with committee's needs. She's a resident and will play a more active role in future economic development. And she has a work history that she said is quite extensive. And I recommend that you appoint Marlena Pellin.
Okay.
And this is to replace
Adam Todorsky,
Adam Todorsky that
if
went
he
off.
can be replaced.
And how long is this term for?
3.
3 years?
Is, and she's the only one that applied, right?
Correct.
She's the only one we have.
And we're following policy to the letter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody coming back in.
It's a good answer. A good question.
We seem to have a lot of that lately, and I just want to avoid it.
Entertain a
Okay, so
motion.
I guess I'll have to entertain a motion.
Well, we can't appoint without a majority of the board, right? The full board?
We only have 4 members.
We are at the
3
full
will do
board.
it.
No, we
Three
just
will do
need
it.
3 to vote.
3 to vote, but didn't they just have a problem with, well, we voted on something and we
Yep,
didn't
you
have,
did. You're
didn't
right.
have enough personnel
We said
appointments.
full board,
Not
but-
on a thing.
This is a full
This is a
board.
full
We
board.
are the full
We're
board.
full board.
Legally the
now.
full board.
Till
No,
March.
it's just a matter of do you get 3 votes or not. If you can do it with 3, just as long as all 3 vote the same way.
I think it's, pardon me, may I?
Yes.
I think Ronnie's
Can you just
discussion,
announce your name?
Mike
Steve?
Slattery.
Thank you.
I
Thank
think
you.
Ronnie's discussion was for appointments to boards. He wanted to have everybody here. Notwithstanding Title I, Section 172 or whatever it is, with 3 we'll do it. Given the fact that you have a lame duck and we need people on that economic committee.
Not lame duck.
We don't
He's-
even have a
he's
lame
not-
duck.
no, he's not.
We have
Is he
4.
gone?
His
Oh, he's gone as
Done.
a- as
Retirement
a-
took effect.
He's a real lame duck.
Yeah.
Then. So there you are. You have full
Okay.
board. Sorry.
So I guess I'll entertain
I,
a
don't
mo-
know. I think I just needed clarification.
I guess we'll have to entertain a motion for that.
I'll make a motion to appoint her.
Okay.
I see no reason why not.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
That's unanimous.
And the last
Did
item
Ronnie vote?
is,
Yes, you said aye?
I said,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
Sorry.
roll call.
and the last item is the Main Street Bridge project. As you recall, we had discussion about paving it versus if we paved it with 2 inches of asphalt, we would have to lower the weight on the bridge. They would have to lower it fairly significantly. What Joel is working on, and actually we're going to be getting a quote for a polymer, and this is it's an epoxy overlay, and it's mixed with an aggregate. It's going to cost between $15,000 and $20,000 in materials, and if we get a contractor, maybe $20,000. And it will patch all the holes. It will do a nice surface over top, and will not have to lower the bridge weight standards by any measure. You were lowering it to the extent that you lowered the tonnage, and you can only go 5 miles an hour, and there can only be 1 vehicle on the bridge. And there's too much road traffic, too many people on the other side of that bridge depending on it. So DeLay has been trying to find a product within reason that we could use for that, and that's exactly what Joel did. Did a very good job of it as well. Now, if we do it ourselves, we might save some money. I want to look more into that with Joel, because if it's this new type of product, I'd rather have someone who knows what they're doing. Not that the guys don't, the guys,
No, but
but I want to make sure that we put it down the way it's supposed to be put
Great.
down.
Right.
Is there a warranty or anything with it, or?
Don't know that yet. That's a very good question.
Okay.
How long it's warranted for?
Right.
And
I'd
it will
have to
be
look
up
at
to standard.
Yes,
state
it will
standard.
be up to standard.
Well, I saw that email today too. If you could forward it, I think you replied to Joel, so we didn't get the attachment. Was there? I guess there had to be an attachment because
Right.
his email didn't say much.
If you want to pass that around, that's the product.
You're still gonna check
Oh,
into
this
it
was the
before we vote on
attachment.
it, right?
Yes,
on doing
yes.
that,
This,
is that-
this is basically, there's money in the budget. There's money in the bridge fund. If we need to use it, there's $292,000, and taking 10 out of it's not going to really put it in it. So it would have to go 3 to 4 axle trucks at 30 tons, 5 axle trucks 40 tons, 6 axle trucks 45 tons.
So how much of a reduction is it from what it is now?
I knew you were going to ask that too. I
I
don't
think that's the
know.
important question we need to know.
Yeah. I don't know, honestly.
Okay. Okay.
Is that federal guidelines?
Yes, DOT.
Yeah, federal,
Yeah.
nothing to do with the town or the state.
No.
Federal,
It's federal DOT.
all right. Because we can't mess with weights if the federal government sets them up.
And I'll get back to you on the weight reduction. So that's just
Okay.
advising you. And that is it for the agenda.
Is there public comment at special meetings?
No, sir.
Come on.
Sorry.
Can there be unofficial public comment since it's such a beautiful night and I know you all want to hang around here?
I don't believe so. I don't think it can.
Boy,
be.
you guys
Sorry,
are
it's
tough,
a,
man.
The,
it's
You
a,
know,
it's
gotta
a
go
more
by
We
special,
gotta
special
follow the
meeting.
guidelines, you'll
We
throw
gotta
us
go.
under the bus if we don't.
Following these rules.
Yeah.
We need to schedule something so I can get it.
oh,
Yes,
yes.
we need to schedule something so we can vote.
Shoot for Saturday morning. Does that work for you folks? That's really what. It's either that or
No, I'm just trying to think of what I got.
You're only gonna
Saturday,
need like 5-10 minutes, a 15-minute meeting, because it's just gonna be the warning.
That's it.
shoot
Can
for.
Can
one
there
of us
be a
come in
couple-
and the rest of us
I
call
was just
in?
gonna say, I'm willing to do that.
That's the
if you-
rule.
That's the rule, and I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to come in if the rest of them wanna call in.
You know how to work the phones and get 4
No, but
people?
he'll have to be here, won't you?
I'll be here, but I'm not sure if I know how to get it.
We'll have to call each other and do conference calls, and then one call to the conference line.
Can we do like maybe Friday at 5 or something?
I
Is
can't.
people around?
I'm
Anybody
gonna be out of
around?
town. I don't know if I'm
Out?
gonna be back in time for 5 on Friday.
I can absolutely.
Sorry.
I can do Saturday morning,
We do Saturday.
and you can do Saturday
I
morning.
can do Saturday.
I
Can
can
you do
too.
Saturday
I
morning?
can.
3 to 7.
I could probably do Saturday morning.
What time do you want to
5:30?
5:30 a.m.? Sure.
Let's do it.
5:30?
It's up to you.
Oh, I was just curious.
Thank you
I'm
for
flexible.
give me the option here, but
I'll be the wussy woman that says no.
no what?
5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Days are gone, huh?
The suggestions. I'm flexible.
Ten-
Well, give a suggestion
Say 10
there.
o'clock. 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock
10 o'clock.
Saturday morning.
Okay, and that's to approve the warning.
Wow, this is devotion, I'll tell you.
Is
Town
we
government.
Hey,
approve the
team
warning and
effort,
the
you
budget
know?
This is the
as written.
Okay.
We're
If there,
working together like
there
a
isn't
real
any-
oil machine.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I gotta go save lives.